Hi children, I hope you're all well and had a fantastic half term. I know we couldn't do loads and loads of things, but hopefully managed to get out and have some fun outside and also spend some time with your families. So it was a new half term now, so we're going to start a new topic. You did some fantastic people who help us work, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. It's one of my favourites. And our new topic is the topic of spring, and I've got a book here called Spring. And spring is one of our seasons. And if you remember, we've got 4 seasons. Can you remember what they are? So at the moment, we're in winter, then there's spring, and then we've got summer and autumn. And it keeps going and going and going. And we're still in winter. We've got probably a few more weeks until winter ends and we sort of enter springtime. But over the course of this half term, it will turn into spring and we will start to see some signs of spring. And you may have seen some already because sometimes things, signs of spring kind of start creeping just at the end of winter. Might start to get a little bit warmer. You might see some daffodils that are starting to grow. Those are always a really good sign of spring as well. So we're going to read this story today to kick off our topic. Even though we're not in spring, we're going to start thinking about spring so we're ready for when it comes. And as I said, this story is called Spring and it's going to teach us a few things about the season spring. I know it's spring when I hear the birds singing when I wake up. It makes me feel like singing too. It's time for t-shirts and new shoes, tricky shoelaces and big buttons. Baby animals play in the sunshine. Funny bugs buzz and butterflies flutter by. It's time to plant seeds and watch them grow. I can water them with my can. I want to run and skip and jump and ride my tricycle as fast as I can. Everything starts to grow, including me. And that's the end. So the season of spring is kind of where we think about things growing. That's what it said at the end. Lots and lots of things grow or new things start to happen in spring. So if we have a look back at the story, the first thing we can notice is saying about the birds singing. So there are more birds around, and also it might start to get little bit lighter. The mornings will start to be lighter. It won't be so dark when you wake up, and also it starts to be lighter for longer. It doesn't get so dark for so long after school. We've also got time for t-shirts and new shoes. So again, things growing, our bodies are growing. Our bodies grow all year, but in springtime they tend to maybe grow a little bit more because there's a little bit more sunshine. Baby animals play in the sunshine. So we start to see more animals out and about, children. All the animals that have been hibernating over winter, have been sleeping, they will come awake and lots of babies will be born. So I think these are baby sheep. So we've got some lambs, we've got some ducklings down here. There's some butterflies. We start to see more kind of bugs. We're going to learn a little bit about mini beasts in a few weeks' time. And if you have a look at the trees, some blossom has come onto the trees. So we start to see a few more animals around. And what other animals might be born? So we've got ducklings, we might have chicks that are born, lambs. What else can you think of? Maybe some baby cows, things like that. Those will be born in springtime. It's time to plant seeds and watch them grow. So lots of plants start to grow in spring and they really get nice big in the summertime. But they start to grow. So we start to see the beginnings of lots of plants in spring. In spring, some plants grow really, really well. Like daffodils, we'll see so many daffodils. And as I said, daffodils are a really good sign of spring. But these children are planting, it looks like some strawberries and some carrots. They're planting some, I think that, is that in, no, they are at home. But we're going to do some of this, hopefully when we get back to school, we're going to do some planting as well. So it's a good time to sow some seeds, to plant some seeds and to water them, and you can watch them grow in springtime because the sun's coming out, the weather is getting a little bit warmer, and that's what plants need to grow. I want to run and skip and jump and ride my tricycle as fast as I can. So we want to be outside more. The leaves or the blossom on this tree are starting to grow a bit more. We can see the flowers, and it's, as I said, it's starting to get warmer. We don't necessarily need to wear our coats in spring. Later spring, we don't need to wear our coats. We just want to be outside more, which is fantastic. So that's one more thing that happens during springtime. So, although it's not spring, we're going to think forward to springtime now, and we're going to be doing some work thinking about what we can see in springtime. So I've got a sheet here that says, in the spring, I can see. And I'm going to upload this for you if you wanted to print it off. But if you haven't got a printer, don't worry. Maybe a mummy or daddy or a grown-up can write, in the spring, I can see at the top there. And there's lots of space here to draw a lovely picture as well, which I like. So in the spring, I can see. So I want you to think back to the book, or if you can remember to last year, to last spring, what can you see? So we're going to do some writing. I've got my sound map with my phase 3 sounds on. There's also phase 2 sounds there if I needed some help with that. I'm going to write a full sentence, and my sentence is going to start by saying I, so a tricky word, I need a finger space, can, can, finger space, see, s, and we've got the E sound, which is up here. We can see it, or if we were looking on our sound mat, I know we haven't learnt it yet, but it's right there, E for leak. That one there. Can you see it? I can see. Double L. I think lots of us know that one already. I can see the. So we've got the, flowers. Or ow. Again, ow is on my sound mat. I know we haven't learnt that yet, but maybe mummies and daddies can help you spot it. Ow for cow. I can see the flowers. Again, the sound is on here, right at the end. Finger space, growing. And then the sound, which we are going to learn next week. You see the ring? I can see the flowers growing. And at the end of my sentence, I'm going to put a full stop. That's one thing I can see. Remember, we're not in spring now, but we're thinking forward to spring, or if you can think to last year's spring. One more sentence. I, finger space, can see, finger space, baby. And I'm probably going to run out of room, so I'm going to go to the bottom here. Animals. Then a full stop at the end. So I've got 2 sentences there. See how many you can write. You can do 1 or 2 or more if you can think of some more things, and you can draw a lovely picture. As I said, thinking about the book, thinking about back to last year if you can think about last year, or maybe if mummies and daddies can help you, they can look up some pictures of some signs of spring. So we've got daffodils, flowers growing, the leaves start going back on the trees, we've got the baby animals, we've got the warmer weather, we've got the lighter mornings and the lighter evenings. So thinking about that in the spring, I can see. Don't forget to use your sound mat. Don't forget to use your finger spaces and your full stops. And I'd love it if you could upload this work for me to see. I really look forward to seeing your writing. So good luck, and I look forward to seeing it. Bye.